Okay? That's good enough, that's close enough for jazz. Sebastian, are you completely confused? Somebody should be. So congratulations.
You know, when I heard that I was interviewing, I had really good people who spent hours with me telling me about the liberal arts environment, because I did not know anything about the liberal arts environment. I went conservatory to conservatory to conservatory. You're taught to work with top level players. You know, I was working with musicians that could sight read a lot of this stuff at a very high level. And you're not taught how to work with people who have only played 2/4 and 4/4 and have no interest in majoring in music and just want to play for the fun of it, and probably some imposter syndrome going on various levels, and you're not taught how to handle that. So when I came here, I knew what I was coming into.
Snorlaps? In the prep chat, I see
complete homework.
How many of you are D&D people?
That explains a lot.
It does. Suddenly you all make sense to me. Okay, here's measure one.
One of the people said, yeah, that band's going to suck. Be prepared for it to be rough. You know, and yeah, it was rough. They were all new. The band was in its first year. And yeah, it was really funny because I heard the first sounds and I was like, wow. And then the next thing that came to my mind was Severine Neff. I remember her saying, they'll want improvement. You take what you have and you move it forward and they're going to like what you do. Without it, I don't know that I would have been successful in landing this job. But it's also been, it was like the first few years were this period of adjustment. And going from people who could like sight read Chopin to people who might, after a full semester, be able to play something by Chopin. And I think the challenging thing is working with what I have and trying to keep everybody moving. But it's also one of the harder things to do is to find a positive way to move everybody forward, as opposed to, you know, what I could do at a conservatory, which is practice it or take it to your teacher. I can't rely on all of you knowing what the mixed meters are like. I don't know if you ever faced 5/8 or 3/8. I have to teach it, right?
Okay, so let's the way I was able to do this is to take the first few measures and get it chunked out into 3/4 and 2/4, because that's kind of where it's normal. And then we get the mixed meters together, and then we try and throw it all together. So at 18.
Conservatory, I had players that sucked. I had teachers that sucked. I want it fixed. No one wants to work here with that kind of teacher. And I wasn't hired to be that kind of teacher.
Good. Okay, one more time. 24. Kind of makes sense to you?
I'm a little confused on the 3/8.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, da, da, da. Confusing. Da, 1, da, da, da. So why don't we start at 26?
They're here for improvement.
And maybe this will help. And
when I teach something, which is something that if I was at a conservatory, I wouldn't have to do, right? Everybody knows how to do that, right? So at a school like Kenyon, it's a lot different, and it should be, because at a school like Kenyon, I never turn anyone away.
No. This is Jake on a lot of sugar. Yeah. That's it.
I take whatever comes my way.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
And work with them, but
The offbeats. Me and. Yeah. It's just not funny at all. I need a little bit more like a seal or a seal horn. Can you give me some snark? Yeah. That's it. Okay.
I try to do top level repertoire with this with here because I don't want to come in and play boring works that you guys get tired of. So I try to do pretty challenging stuff.
So this next piece is it's kind of an accident. I called to get there was an arrangement of the finale of Firebird that was available, and the guy on the other end of the phone down the stand said, "You want the finale transcription?" I was like, "Yes." And instead of getting just the finale, I got the whole suite, and we decided to try it. Stravinsky's Firebird, composed in 1909 for that year's Paris season of Ballet Russe, which had the famous Sir Julliard, and you have a wonderful collection of real creative minds and thinkers. That 1909 comes Firebird, 1911 comes Petrushka, and 1913 comes Rite of Spring. So you won't hear anything quite as revolutionary as that, but that particular company, that particular city, that particular time, right before World War I, was really special.
When something comes together, that's a great moment. And when you have things come together in rehearsal, that's great. When you have somebody go, aha, they get it, they can do it. Or when you put it together and it goes well in a concert, doing it well enough to get to that success point is a real challenge. When I actually make that mark, that's a moment. I enjoy that.